If you're looking to add a piece of that track-inspired styling to your Challenger at home, then you'll want to consider the SRT Track Package rear diffuser shown here in gloss black, fitting your 2015 through 2023 Challenger. Now this kit will feature a durable injection molded ABS plastic for the build, along with a sleek gloss black finish, all for right around that low $300 price point. Big features here will be the look and benefits of a race-inspired rear diffuser, which is put in place for things like added aerodynamic performance and visual appeal. Now, we don't exactly know just how beneficial this thing will be in the land of aero or downforce for that matter, but they are typically designed with that in mind. Now, functionality aside, I think we can all agree that the visible changes that this thing makes is pretty substantial, and it does impact the rear styling quite a bit and really just changes up that appearance dramatically. Now, ultimately, I think that's where most Challenger owners are really going to be eyeing this thing up, as most are just looking for a way to really personalize their rides and add a bit more muscle, if you will, to certain areas. And I can confidently say that with this installed, it will certainly do so. Now moving into construction, and this diffuser again is packing that durable automotive grade injection molded ABS plastic that has been designed and built using OEM CAD data to help ensure a perfect or factory-like fit. Now one quick glance at some of our customer reviews back on the product page really do back that up, so as always guys, feel free to check some of those out if you haven't done so already. Now unlike the factory diffusers that typically utilize more of a textured or matte black finish, this option, as you can see, is completed in gloss black for a bit of a different look. Now the diffuser will fit on all non-wide body cars without issue. However, wide body cars might need to do some modification to the diffuser itself for proper fitment. Now finally guys, the diffuser does include spots for your rear reflectors or markers back here in the back, along with holes for the parking sensors if equipped. Now if your car isn't equipped with the parking sensors from the factory, well, the diffuser does kick in 4 plugs, as you guys can see right there, to fill the holes in the diffuser. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, well, the SRT style option will land in that low $300 range here, putting this right in the middle of the spectrum overall in regards to diffusers. Now, regardless, never a bad idea to check out the rest of our selection here at AM before making your final decision. All right, last but not least, now we want to segue into the installation and just give you a better idea of what to expect when it comes time to bolt everything up to your Challenger at home. Site's going to call this one a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you 2 hours to complete at most from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea again of how this one might go down at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, clip remover tool, Phillips head screwdriver, plastic pry tool, and a 10mm socket.
What's up guys? Today we're installing a rear diffuser on our Challenger, so let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is remove our license plate because it is in the way of our diffuser. So these bolts are usually different. Sometimes they're Phillips head, sometimes they're flathead, sometimes they're a 10mm, so just use the tool that's right for you. We've got Phillips head screws, so I'm gonna take a Phillips head screwdriver to pop these out. Next we can come to our wheel well. We have 4 push clips that we're gonna remove, and then we can peel back the fender liner, and we have 1 tree clip right behind here. So grab your clip remover tool and pop these out. And once we have those out, peel back that fender liner and reveal your last clip. Next, we can remove the 6 push clips underneath our diffuser. Now with all of those push clips removed, we can get a plastic pry tool to get in between here and pop out the clips and just work our way around. Now once you have both sides popped out, you can come to the back and pop out the rest of your clips. Now if you have parking sensors like we do, just be mindful of those. You don't want to pull back on this because there are wires connecting them, obviously. So we'll pop these off and then fold it down, and then we can disconnect all the connectors on our parking sensors. So now we can kind of fold our diffuser up, and that'll give us access to the connectors on the parking sensors. We're gonna pull back on the red locking tab and then press in on the black tab and pop our connector off. And then just do that same thing for the other three. And then you can fully remove your diffuser. So now with our diffuser removed from the Challenger, we're gonna need to remove our parking sensors as well as our reflectors to transfer over to the new diffuser. Now, if you don't have parking sensors, you can just skip that step and you'll just need a 10mm socket for the reflectors. So now to remove our reflector, we have one 10mm nut, and then we can just slide this out. So grab a 10mm socket, pop that off. Just push in that tab. Slide that out. And then for your parking sensors, there's going to be tabs on the top and the bottom here. So you can just kind of pull apart on those and wiggle your sensor out. And the same thing for the rest of them. And then repeat that same process on the other half. So now we're ready to assemble our new diffuser. We have to mount our side pieces to the main diffuser, as well as pop our parking sensors in, as well as our reflectors. So now we're gonna get our side pieces installed first. We've got a couple holes that are gonna slide over these posts, and then we'll put our screws through. Slide those into place. Grab those Phillips head screws included with the kit, and the Phillips head screwdriver. Same thing with the bottom. And then we have a push clip that's going to go through the bottom hole here. So we'll push that through from the bottom, and then we'll get the other side of our clip and push that through. And now we can grab our reflector, slide that into place, thread our nut on, take our 10mm socket and tighten that down. And then we can install our parking sensors. If your Challenger isn't equipped with the parking sensors, we have these caps. They've got two little tabs on the outside that you're gonna line up with the top and the bottom here and just press those into place. However, we do have parking sensors, so we're just gonna line those up, press them into place. And then repeat that same process for the other side. So now we can raise our diffuser up, and we're gonna be plugging in all of our backup sensors. Press it in until it clicks, and then press that red locking tab into place. Do that same thing for all of them. And then you can line this up and start pressing in your clips. And now we'll just continue wrapping it around the sides. Just line up your tabs in the hole and then just give it a good smack. And then tuck this corner piece in between the bumper and the fender liner. And do the same thing on the other side. Now we can go back to our wheel well. First, we're gonna peel back the fender liner and reinstall the tree clip. And then we can replace our fender liner and reinstall all of our push clips. then repeat that process on the other side. Now we can go underneath and reinstall our 6 push clips. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the SRT Track Package rear diffuser in gloss black for your 2015 and newer Challenger. Thank you for watching, and for all things Challenger, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.